Hey, so I have a couple of Google Sheet hacks I want to show you today. So this is a database spreadsheet of training that we did. So in order to plan our training for this summer, I'm looking back at training from last summer to see how many people chose which type, how many people from each campus were trained. Now I've hidden the column that has the teachers' names in it because I just want you to be able to see how easily I can filter, put this in order, and then glean some statistics from it with just a click. So the first thing I want to do is I want to put this kind of grouped in order. So I want to group my campuses in order, and then the types of training in order, and then the date in which they did the training. So you can see this spreadsheet right now is based on the day. So one person finished an online course on each of those days, and then there was a group of people from multiple campuses that took a webinar on the 14th. So I just want to sort this out. So the way I can do that the easiest is I'm going to put my cursor at the intersection, the top left intersection of the column and row header and sidebar. So it's like a button with nothing in it. I've heard it called the parking lot or the magic button. So I'm going to click on that so that it selects my entire spreadsheet. And then I'm going to manipulate the data. So I want to come up to data and I want to sort range. So I'm going to sort the advanced range sorting options. So right now, I'm not concerned about column A because right now you can't see column A. I'm going to go ahead and do column B and put it A to Z, which means that it will group my campuses in alphabetical order. I also want to do that in types per campus in column C, so I'll do that there. And then I'd like it to be put in order by date as well, so I'm going to add the next one. Now, do know, even though column D are dates, so there's numbers, leaving the A to Z means that it's going to put it in chronological order. So what I've requested here is for my campuses to be grouped together by alphabetical order, and then within those campuses, the training is grouped together by alphabetical order. And then within the campus, within the training, we are putting it in chronological order. So let me click the sort button and see that magic happen. Yay. So now all of my campuses are in alphabetical order. And then within that, I can see the types of training that they did and then the dates. Now, I've got lots of different people here that were trained. So I could go through and I could hand manipulate that. But I'd really like to see some numbers. Like I would like to see how many people from each campus got training, how the division of choice was, because the teachers got to pick whether they did an online asynchronous course, face-to-face workshop, or webinars. So I'd like to see kind of who picked what in order to help plan for the next year. So in order to do that, I'm going to jump up to the top of my column. I'm going to go ahead and start with the B, which is my campuses, so I can sort by campus first. And as I hover over the header, I get a little drop-down menu. And I'm going to select column stats. So it's near the bottom of that menu that opens. Now, when I do that, you'll see this bar that opens on the right-hand side, and I can easily toggle between columns to see the stats on each of the columns. So based on the first column, which is campus name, I can see the distribution of which campuses got the most training, which got the least, based on the number of people. Now also, check this out. I have a campus named De Leon. That campus is sometimes spelled capital D-E, capital L-E-O-N, and sometimes it's spelled with just a little L. That makes it two different columns. So in order to get really good data on this particular one, I'm going to want to make sure that all of my spellings of the campus name are the same. Now, if I go to the next column, I can use this choice here to go to the next column, which is type. And I can see that based on the numbers, the most popular type of training in this particular field was a face-to-face training with 122. Then the online course had 78 people, webinars only 47. So this is a great bit of information as I plan my next year's training. And you saw how simple that was, using the drop-down menu at the top of the column, choosing column stats, open this right-hand menu, and then I can go from column to column and look at the way it can distribute and count the data in each of those columns. I hope you found these hacks helpful. Have a great day.